Hi friends, today we are going to see arithmetic progression basic problems. Basic problem in the sense we are going to see problems which are which has been solved directly. Okay, so the first one is we are going to see what is sequence and series. So the first one is a set of numbers arranged in a specific order is a sequence. For example, we have 1, 5, 9 here. See this is example. In this example, the first number is 1, the second number is 5, and the third one is 9. They have common difference. The difference between 1 and 5 is 4, right? Similarly, the difference between 5 and 9 is 4. So they have a common order. That means they are in a specific order. And similarly, for the next sequence, if the two numbers are multiplied by 3, then you will get the next number. If you multiply the 6 with 3, you will get 18. So further they are proceeding in that way. So a set of numbers arranged in a specific order. The word specific order is very important. So only if it is in the specific order, we call that as a sequence. Series means nothing but if a sequence is arranged with some addition or subtraction or some other operators, then we call that as a series. When the successive terms of the sequence are connected by plus or minus, so either plus or minus if it connected with us, so the sequence is called a series. Arithmetic progression. So now next we are going to see what is arithmetic progression. If the successive terms increase or decrease by a constant quantity, the series is called arithmetic progression. That constant quantity is called the common difference. So we are looking into this problem. The first term is 2, the second term is 7. See that if you add 5 with the first term, you will get the second term. In the similar way, if you add the 5 with the second term, you will get third term. So addition of this particular term increase this like formulate this series. So we call this kind of addition or subtraction of element forming a sequence or series, then we call it as a arithmetic progression. So next we are going to see some of the basic formulas which are very relevant and very important to the arithmetic progression. To find the nth term, that means what is 100th term or 50th term, like that if you want to find it, then you have to use this Tn formula. So Tn is equal to a plus n minus 1 into d. If you want to find how many terms are there in a particular series, okay, to find the number of terms, then you have to use the formula n is equal to L minus a by d plus 1. So now at the end we are going to see what this notation denotes. To find the sum of the series. Sum of the series, there are two formula. The first formula is n by 2 into 2a plus n minus 1 into d. The second formula is n by 2 into a plus l. So if they give a and d, then you can use this formula. If you have a and l with you, then you can use this formula. Okay. So a is nothing but the first term of the series. D is nothing but the difference. Difference means if you subtract the second term with the first term, you will get the same element as we see in the previous example. And the similar way T3 minus T2, that means third term minus the second term. T1 is nothing but the first term, okay, and T1 means that first term, T2 means second term, T3 means third term, and Tn means nth term. So this is the general notation, and L is always denoted as a last term. Now we are going to see some basic problems. So to find the nth term, to find Tn. So in that series they ask you to find the 20th term. Find the 20th term. That means we are going to find the 20th term. T20 we are going to find. Okay. Okay. Now the question they have given some details. Now we are going to extract what are the things which we required. So the first term is always denoted as A, right? In the previous slide I have told you that the first term is A. So here A is equal to 4. And what is our D? D is nothing but T2 minus T1. So what is my T2? This is my T1, that means term 1. This is my second term. This is my third term. So T2 minus T1 is nothing but 9 minus 4. In the similar way, we can verify that whether it is same by using the formula T3 minus T2, that is 14 minus 9. Okay. So D equal to 5, which I have obtained. So my D equal to 5, my A is equal to 4 in this problem. So I am going to find T20. We know the formula of Tn. Tn is equal to A plus n minus 1 into D, right? So now we are going to find T20. T20 is equal to, substitute A value. A value is equal to 4, which we have found, and plus n. N, what is the value of n? We are going to find 20th term. So n will be a 20. 20 minus 1 into D. D is 5. So this will be 4 plus 20 minus 1 will be 19. 19 into 5. So 4 plus this will be 95. Okay. So 95 plus 4 will be 99. T20 is 99. This is what our answer is. That means the 20th term is 99. Next we are going to see the next problem. Find the number of terms. So to find n, how many number elements are there, how many terms are in that particular sequence. If you want to find that, so now we are going to use the formula, some of the formula which we remember, that n is equal to L minus a by g plus 1, that I am going to use. So solution, now I am going to extract what are the terms which I know from this sequence. So the first term is a, right, or else we can denote as t1. So a equal to 4, and we can find d from this. T is equal to t2 minus d1. So it is nothing but 6 minus 4. So it is 2. And L is nothing but last term. This is the first term is denoted as A, and last term is denoted as L. So L is equal to 20. Now we are going to find the number of terms. That means how many terms are there? That is n. We can use the direct formula. We know that n is equal to L minus a by d plus 1. What is my L? So my L is 20 in this problem, a is 4 in this problem, and d is 2 in this problem plus 1. So what is 20 minus 4? 20 minus 4 is 16 by 2 plus 1. So 16 by 2 is nothing but 8 plus 1. So n is equal to 9. So there are 9 terms in this series. Okay. Okay. Next we are going to use the next method, like a similar problem. So find the last term. If you want to find the last term of the series, what will you do? That we are going to see. So solution, we are going to find L, and we are going to extract the terms which we know that our A is equal to 7 because it is a first term, and our D is equal to T2 minus T1, that is 14 minus 7, that is 7. Okay. And they have given it as 20 terms. So our n is also 20. Now I am going to think about the correlation between L and n. We know that formula n have L. Okay. So we know that n is equal to L minus a by d plus 1. In this formula, we know what is n, what is a, what is d. If we substitute all these value, we can find our L. So what is n? N is equal to 20. Our L is nothing but that we have to find. Our A is 7, and D is nothing but 7 plus 1 is here. Okay. When this positive one go to another side, it will be negative. That is 20 minus 1, nothing but 19. 19 is equal to L minus 7 divided by 7. Now I am going to multiply these two values. So 19 into 7, 133 is equal to L minus 7. When this negative 7 go to another side, that will be positive. So 133 plus 7 is equal to L. So my L will be 140. So the 20th term will be 140. Okay. This is the next type. Then next we are going to see the next formula, that is Sn. Okay. Solution. They ask you to find the sum of the particular series up to 40 terms. So what is your A? Your A is equal to 0.80, and now we are going to find our D. D is nothing but T2 minus T1. What is my T2? It is 0.82 minus 0.80. This is 0.02, and up to 40 terms. So N will be 40, and we are going to find Sn. So that means S40 you have to find. Okay. Yes, we know the formula which are correlate all these things, A, D, N and S. So we know the formula. The formula is Sn is equal to n by 2 into 2a plus n minus 1 into d. Now we are going to find it is S40, right? So S40 is equal to 40 by 2 into what is our A? 0.80 plus our n is 40 minus 1, our d is 0.02. So 40 by 2 will be 20, 2 into 0.80 will be 1.6, plus 40 minus 1 will be 39 into 0.02. Okay, so this will be, you can either multiply and add, or you can add and simplify the bracket value, and then you can go ahead with that. So 20 into 1.6 plus 39 into 2. So I'm going to teach how to multiply. 39 into 2 will be 9 2s are 18, remaining 1. 3 2s are 6 plus 1 is 78. And after the decimal there is 2 points, so it is 0.98. Okay, so it will be 0.78. When you add these two values, you'll get 20 into this will be 1.6. So 8 will be there. 6 6 12. 12 plus 1 will be 13. So 2.38. If you multiply it with 20, then one decimal point will go to the back side. Then you just simply multiply and you can write. So this will be 47.6. It is actually. You can use calculator to find correctly. Anyway, it is 47.6 because 238 into 2 will be 8 2s are 16, remaining 1. 3 2s are 6. 6 plus 1 will be 7. 2 2s are 4. So it is 476. So 2 decimal point is there. So if I multiply with 10, then 1 decimal will go back. So it is 47.6. That is my S40. Okay. Yes. Next problem is also a direct problem. Find the sum of the series to find Sn. So that means we are going to find Sn only. So solution to find the sum. Sum means we are going to find Sn. Okay. And first for that you have to know what is n. That we will find. So look at the series. What is your a? Your a is equal to 2. And d is nothing but like t2 minus t1. What is your t2? T2 is 4, t2 is 1, so d is 2, and we have L is equal to 100. So look at this formula, like when you have Sn, in both the formula there is a term n. So before doing this problem, we are going to find our n. N is equal to L minus a by d plus 1. So n is equal to, what is L? L is equal to 100. Our a is 2 and our d is 2 plus 1. Right? 100 minus 2 will be 98 divided by 2 plus 1. So 98 divided by 2 plus 1. So this will be 49 plus 1. So n will be 50. So how many terms are there? So in the particular series, you have 50 terms. This is part 1. Next, we are going to solve part 2, that is S50 we are going to find. So N formula which are correlate with A, D, L, and everything is Sn is equal to n by 2 into A plus L. Okay. So now we are going to find S50. S50 is equal to, what is my n? N is equal to 50 divided by 2, a is equal to 2 and L is equal to 100, right? So this will be 102. So 50 into 102 divided by 2. So 2 and 2 will get cancelled. This will be 51. When you multiply with 5, you can easily get 5 5s are 25 and there will be 5 and last digit is 0. So it is S50 is 2550. Hope now you all understand how you use the formula and what formula you are going to use. Everything. So if they ask you to find which term it is, then you have to use Tn formula. If they ask you to find how many terms are there, then you have to use n formula. If they given L value, then you have to go with the formula which are related with L. And if they ask you to find Sn, then you have to find which formula is accurately matched with that. So you can select accordingly. Okay. Next we are going to see some more problems related to this. So the fourth and seventh term of an AP are 3 and 36. Find the AP and its 15th term. That is what the question is. So now we are going to write what are the things they have given in the question. So the fourth term of an AP is 3. So what is, how will you denote that term? Term means T, right? So if it is n term, Tn. If it is fourth term, it will be T4. T4 is 3. And if it is seventh term, it is T7 is 36. Okay. Find the AP and its 15th term. They ask you to find T15. Yes. T4 is equal to, we know that Tn is equal to A plus n minus 1 into D. So what is T4? T4 is equal to A plus, instead of n it will be 4 minus 1 into D, that is A plus 3D equal to 36, which they have given in the question. Mark it as equation 1. Then T7 is equal to A plus 7 minus 1 into D, that is A plus 6D, that is equal to 36, which they have given in the question, equation 2. Now we are going to solve these two equations. So equation 1 implies that A plus 3D equal to 3. Equation 2 implies that A plus 6D is equal to 36. Now I am going to subtract these two equations. So this will be cancel out and this will be minus 3D and this is minus 33. So what will be my D? My D is minus 33 divided by minus 3, because this 3 is multiplication. When it comes to the another side, it will be in division. So our D is equal to 11. Okay. Substitute 11 in any one of the equation. So substitute D is equal to 11 in first equation. First equation we are going to substitute. So A plus 3 into 11 equal to 3. So A is equal to 3 minus 33, that is minus 30. So your A is equal to minus 30. Now you have your A and D. Now we are going to find T15. T15, Tn is equal to A plus n minus 1 into D. T15 is equal to A plus 15 minus 1 into D. What is your A? Your A is minus 30 plus 15 minus 1 is nothing but 14, like your D is 11. So T15 is equal to 14 into 11 will be 14 plus 14. So 154 minus 30. So this will be 124. So T15 will be 124. These are the required value. Okay. Next we are going to see the next problem. The sum of three numbers in arithmetic progression is 27 and their product is 440. Find the numbers. When they have given three numbers, then you have to take the three numbers as A minus D, A plus D. Okay. So now we are also going to take in such a way. So let the numbers be A minus D, A plus D. What they have given, their sum of the three numbers is 24. That means the sum. Sum means addition. So A minus D plus A plus D, that is 24. So we know that plus D and minus D will get cancelled. So 3A is equal to 24, which implies that our A is equal to 8. If that 3 come to this side, that will be in denominator, right? So 24 by 3 is 8. 8 times are there. So A is equal to 8. Next, and their product is 440. So product means they have to multiply. Product is equal to A minus D into A plus D is equal to 440. Right? A minus D into A plus D, you know the algebraic formula, right? A square minus D square equal into A is equal to 440. We know that A is equal to 8. We can substitute that. So A square minus D square equal to this. From this we know it as 440 by 8. So 440 by 8. So numerator and denominator will get cancelled by 4. So this will be 110 by 4. Sorry, 110 by 2. If I cancel out the numerator with 4, so that will be 110. Denominator with 4, then it will be 2. So this will be 55. So we know that a square is also 8, right? So 8 square will be 64 minus d square is equal to 55. So minus d square is equal to 55 minus 64. This will be 9. So when d square is equal to 9, d will be plus or minus square root of 9. When this square come to another side, that will be square root, right? So d is equal to plus or minus 3. D have three values. Sorry, two values, positive and negative. They ask you to find the numbers. So now we are going to find the numbers. There are two cases. So case 1. In the first case, I am going to take my a is 8 and my d is plus 3. Okay. So we know that numbers are a minus d, a plus d. So this will be 8 minus 3, 8, 8 plus 3. So the numbers are 8 minus 3 will be 5 and next term is 8. 8 plus 3 will be 11. So 5, 8, 11. Next we are going to see case 2. Okay, what is your A? Your A is 8. What is your D? This D is minus 3. So we know the terms are A minus D, A plus D. So what is A? A is 8 minus of D is minus 3 and your A is 8 and again A is 8 and D is plus of minus 3. So the terms are 8 minus of minus will be plus, so 8 plus 3 and 8 and plus into minus will be minus, so 8 minus 3. This will leads you 11, 8, 5. So the numbers are 11, 8, 5. Whatever may be the case, the numbers are same, but either they are in like ascending order or else descending order. This is what we have learned in this problem. Next problem we are going to see, find the last term and first term of an AP or they have given the first and last term of an AP they have given and the sum is also they have given and they ask you to find the number of terms and common difference. That's what we are going to do now. So now we are going to write what are the things they have given. The first term of an AP is minus 4. So first term we know always denoted by A is equal to minus 4. Last term of an AP is 146. That means L is equal to 146. Okay. The sum of the AP is 7171. We don't know how many terms are there. So Sn is equal to 7171. They ask you to find what is N and what is D. Okay, these are the things we have to find. Now we are going to substitute all these things in the formula which are relevant to that. We know that Sn is equal to n by 2 into a plus L, right? So we keep Sn n as it is. We know that Sn is equal to 7171. We don't know n and we know a and L. Our a is minus 4, our L is 146. When we simplify these two, this will be n by 2 into 146 minus 4 will be 142. When this 2 and 142 will get cancelled, this will be 71. Compare these two equations. When this 71 is in multiplication, go to another side, that will be in division. 7171 divided by 71 is equal to n. So when these two values will get cancelled, this will be 101. So your n is equal to 101. Okay, so now we found what is n. The first part is over. Next we are going to find d. There are so many methods to find d. So I am going to use the formula n is equal to L minus a by d plus 1. Okay, so n is equal to L minus a by d plus 1. So what is n? N is equal to 101. What is L? L is equal to 146. What is a? Minus of minus 4. And what is d? That what we have to find. And there is a plus 1. Then this plus 1 go to another side, that will be a minus 1. So 101 will be 100. So 100 is equal to minus into minus will be plus. So 146 plus 4 will be 150 divided by d. I am in need of D, so I can interchange these two values. So D is equal to 150 divided by 100. So D is equal to 1.5. These are the two things they are asked you to find, right? What is the number of terms in this AP? That is n. And what is the common difference? That is g. That's what we have found. Okay. Now we are going to see the last problem in this part. So find the sum of the natural numbers between 100 and 1000 which are divisible by 13. So for this, you have to identify what are the terms which are divisible by 13 which lies 100 and 1000. And I have found that solution. It started with 104. Till 104 there are no numbers are divided by 13. So it means that I cannot divide completely 101 with 13 and 102 with 13 and 103 with 13. 104 is the only one number which can be divisible by 13. So what will be the next number? It is very easy, right? If you add 13, then you will get the next number. So it will be 117. So it continuously goes on like this. At the end, before 1000, it is 988. Okay. 988 is the last number which is divisible by 13. 999 is not divisible by 13. Even 1000 is not divisible by 13. And 987 is also not divisible by 13. 988 is the last term which is divisible by 13. So now this is my sequence. So from the question I have derived my sequence, and I am going to use the formula to find some of the terms which are divisible by 13. So what is my A? My A is 104. What is my D? D is very simple, right? It is divisible by 13. So D is 13. What is your L? Your L is 988. Okay. Now we are going to find N. Then only we can find Sn. So what is your N? N is equal to L minus A by D plus 1. What is your L? Your L is 988 minus A is 104. What is your D? Your D is 13 plus 1. Okay, 988 minus 104 will give you 884 divided by 13 plus 1. So this will be equal to 68 plus 1. So your N will be 69. Now we have N with us. We are going to find what is Sn, right? That means S69. So Sn is equal to n by 2 into a plus l. This is a simple formula which we are using. So here Sn means n means s for 69. So S69 is equal to 69 divided by 2 into a is 104 and our l is 988. Okay. So this will be 69 divided by 2 into 1092. If you cancel out with this, this will be 546. If you multiply these two numbers, then you will get 37674. So this is the final answer. So far we have learned how to use N, how to use L and how to use Tn terms and A, D, everything. And we have learned some of the problems which are not basics, which we can find the solution by using the basic formulas. So thank you so much, and we'll see the next session in geometric progression. Thank you.